Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a strength training workout. It shouldn't be too long, about 15 to 20 minutes. I would definitely recommend that you have a pair of dumbbells for this workout. I am going to be using my 20-pound dumbbells, so don't be afraid to get some extra weight because we're not going to be doing a ton of repetitions, about 5 to 8 per exercise. So you want to make sure that it is fairly heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and start my watch. I always like to get credit for my workout. And we're gonna go ahead and do a quick warm up. So I'm gonna start over here on the grassy section and I'm gonna do a few inchworms just to get my core ready, loosen up my hamstrings, stretch out my upper body. And then I'm going to also do a few crab reaches. Never mind. I was trying to not face the camera directly, but I put my hands on the grass. Do a couple of squats. Good. And then let's stretch out our quads. 1, 2, and I'm also going to do a couple of swimmers. I'm actually going to do some lunges. So I'm going to start back here. Lunge, twist. I always know it's going to be a fun workout when my hair starts to come out during the warm. I also love when my neighbors start making noise right when I decide to come outside to film. Alright, so I'm feeling fairly warm. Oh, hi birds. They want to chime in too. Okay. Yeah, feeling good. I'm actually going to do a couple of rotations. Open up my hips. Alright. And I'm going to come back to the floor. Sorry, it's a little hodgepodge, but this is how I usually work out myself. And we're going to do some shoulder taps, just because I don't feel totally warm yet. Okay, I feel better. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with legs. So you always want to work from the largest muscle groups to the smallest muscle groups. So I'm going to go ahead and do legs to start. I'm going to do suitcase squats and single leg deadlifts. So I'm going to reach down. I'm going to do 8 of these. They're not too heavy. So okay, and then we're going to do our single leg RDLs. This is fairly heavy for these, so I'm going to do 5. And switch sides. Oh yeah, good time for power washing. Okay, and then I'm going to put the weights down and we're gonna take a little rest. I rest about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on what I'm doing. So traditionally, I usually do like sets where I'm doing about 4 different exercises. Today, I'm trying to not get my heart rate up too high, trying to stay out of the cardio zone and more so make this about strength. So I'm trying to just kind of do a good old-fashioned strength training workout. From a scientific standpoint, if I was really going for just true, pure strength, I would not go up to so many reps. I would keep it around 4 to 6 repetitions, but this isn't really heavy enough for me to do a sheer strength. So I'm doing a little bit of a strength hypertrophy type of fusion here. For those of you guys who are not super familiar with weightlifting, I'm basically just trying to build a little bit of muscle, but also just get stronger. So that's why I'm choosing the rep range that I did. And so I'm gonna go back to doing squats. So squat down. We're gonna do 8 of these, again, just because this isn't super heavy for me. One of the things about working out outside, there's always that rogue bug that wants to fly into your face. 8, okay? And then I'm gonna do single leg deadlifts again. Switch, and again, these are pretty heavy, so. Okay, and then I'm gonna squat down, come down and take a rest. Foolishly, I did not bring my water out here. I do that a lot actually, just because if I'm doing like a really, really intense workout, I'm usually working out for like 45 minutes to an hour, and so then I definitely make sure that I stay hydrated. Lately, I've been doing more of these express workouts that are definitely effective, but not as long, so I can usually kind of push through for the 15-20 minutes and get water afterward, but definitely that is not the best approach, I will admit. Should have my water bottle, but I just forgot to bring it. And if you have some sort of fitness tracker like I do, I have a Garmin. It tells me what my heart rate's at, so I usually make sure that it's not getting above like 120 for this type of session. If it gets back down to like 105 or below 100, then I know it's time to go. I usually don't like to let it slip past underneath 100 though. I like to keep it around 110, 112 if it's more of like a low intensity fat burning session, so just keep that in mind. So we're gonna do one more set here, starting with the squats. As you notice, my feet are a little more narrow for this set. I'm gonna do 2 more. Okay, and then single leg RDLs. Oh, high plane. Super fun. Great light, but sounds from everywhere. Okay. Alright, so that's all we're going to do for legs today. Easy peasy. We did single leg deadlifts for hip dominant, and then we did squats for knee dominant. So now we're going to do a pull and a push. So for our pull, it's going to be a bent over row, and our push is going to be a shoulder press. So again, this is heavier, so I'm thinking 5. Actually, I'm so sorry, I lied. Because we're doing less repetitions, we need to do another set of our squats and deadlifts to make it 4 sets. So sorry for that little false news. We're gonna do another set of squats. Four, 5, 8, good. And then now this is the last set. Okay. Notice I'm not going down super far, just a comfortable range of motion for me. Okay. The hands. I've got to work on my group strength. Okay. Now we can go ahead and do those deadlifts. I'm going to check, sorry, those rows. Yeah, they're not 10 minutes, so that's perfect. So we have one more round. That next round is going to be our upper body round, which will take us another 5 to 6 minutes or so. So I'm just going to shake out my arms so that I can do these rows. So we'll see how these feel. 5, yep. 5 will be good. Whoop. 10. Okay. Ooh. It's so weird. 20 pounds with a dumbbell feels totally different than 20 pounds with a kettlebell. I definitely prefer to do my presses with a kettlebell because it puts the weight on the outside of the shoulder. Doing them with the dumbbells just feels so much harder, but that's okay. So we're gonna keep it to 5 and 5, just because I am not used to using my dumbbells and it feels a little bit heavy today. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch out my forearms. Ooh, this is a great forearm stretch. Shake, shake, shake. So another thing too, traditionally for strength training, we'd want to take more time in between sets, about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Again, that is like for true strength training, if you're really going as heavy as you can, because I'm not going as heavy as I can, but it's kind of there. I'm giving myself about 1 minute, but again, go off how your body feels. I just get impatient. And truth be told, most of the time I'm checking my phone between my repetitions or my sets to make sure that I have something to do, so I end up resting more. Ow, that is a cactus. Well, it's a succulent, so it wasn't too small. Okay. Go ahead and grab the weights again. We're gonna go again with a bit over rows. This time I'm going to look at my watch. Okay, 13. So we'll start at 14. Really wish I had some water right about now. That's okay. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like the evening time, so I have a nice little breeze. It's not too hot out here. So we're still going to do 4 sets of these. So this was the end of the second set. We have got another set to go. Sorry if I'm not super motivational. This is really meant to be you watching me do my workout and you following along. If you want more of like a peppy instructional video, definitely tune in for one of my live classes. That's a much different energy. I'll be doing less working out myself, more motivating and talking and explaining, but I wanted to give you guys a nice inside look at what I do when I'm training myself. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and go again. Try not to rush. I'll do again. So for shoulder press in particular, if you've noticed, as the sets keep progressing, my feet are getting wider. The wider your feet are, the larger the base of support you have, the easier it will be to press and hold your form, because you can kind of lock in your core a little bit more. I'm trying really hard to not let my rib cage come up and to actually engage my core. So that's what I'm going to try to do. As it gets harder, especially with the presses, people will want to have a tendency to lean back, and we don't want to do that. So trying to be cognizant of that. And yes, we have one more set left. Man, have you ever noticed that when things get hard, you either skip a set or you skip reps? I don't know, that's me for sure. I know, I was like, oh, I think I did 3 sets, but really I've done like 2. Don't ask. All right, last set, get it going. Cheated and cleaned the weights up. It's easier. Okay, cool. I really tried not to cheat and use my legs to press the weight up. All right, so I usually don't end with core, but I will for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and do a few Russian twists, and we'll call it a day. Again, I was lazy. I didn't feel like bringing my yoga mat up here, so. Okay, done with those. We're only doing 1 set, guys. My stomach is like not today. Okay, so cool down. We're gonna stretch out the quad, always cool down. If you guys wanna go ahead and do cardio after, go for it. Go for a bike ride, a walk, a run. I did my cardio this morning. Okay, stretch out the arms. Stretch out the chest. We didn't do chest today. If you want to do chest, you can go ahead and lay down and do a couple of chest presses or some good old-fashioned push-ups. Typically, I do chest once a week, and it usually is push-ups, or sometimes I'll do some kettlebell presses, but it's not my focus. Plus, I have a lot of neck and shoulder tension from all the typing I do, so it's actually more important that I do more pulls and pushes, because pushes are just going to reinforce the tension that I have. So fun fact, so you really shouldn't be doing that much chest stuff if you're sitting at the computer all day or driving a lot, but I do know that it is an important aesthetic feature, especially for the men. So feel free to add in some chest to this workout. We also didn't just do arms by themselves, because I don't know about you, my arms are pretty tired from doing the rows and shoulder presses. So that's another fun thing. If you do multi-joint exercises, you can spend less time doing things like bicep curls and tricep extensions, because they are essentially less effective. They just burn more time. You get less bang for your buck. So pro tip there, spend less time doing bicep curls and tricep extensions and spend more time doing rows, shoulder presses, and push-ups. Yes. All right. I feel pretty good. Shake everything out. Awesome. I will be back next week with another one of my full workouts that I would normally do. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you have a suggestion for next week. I'm going to be switching it up weekly, so we did dumbbells this time. I'm going to be doing kettlebells, TRX, and resistance bands. So if you have a preference, let me know. If this was too long, too short, let me know. Again, if you need me to do more instructing, I can, but really this is kind of behind the scenes of me working out versus me coaching you. I do a lot more of the coaching on my page and in other YouTube videos. So thanks for joining me. Hope that wasn't too bad, and I'll see you next week.